is that? Oh, hell no.
Welcome back, guys, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, in collaboration with our boy Wavy Boats, and it's another Wavy Guru production back down here at 79th Street. And this crew's starting to pull out. They basically just pulled in real quick to the dock to pick their friend up, but that red jet ski you see there, she was on that jet ski. I guess we're just leaving it on the dock. And this crew's got some tight quarters. They're trying to turn around in here. They should have pulled out. Oh, he's going to throttle it. Ooh, that's close to the dock. He's going to have to speed check this one, too. There's a jet ski in front of him. But, man, he was all over the throttle trying to come out of there. We'll get a little speed check action and try and get this one straightened back out. But, man, that one was pretty close. He was trying to turn around in between those docks, and there's just not a ton of room there. But I guess we are. I guess we're just leaving that ski that she was on there at the end of the dock, and we'll come back and deal with that one later, I guess. Well, this is absolutely not the way you want to end your day out on the water. And this crew's being towed in by a ski, but they got an awful lot of tow line out here. I figured getting this close to the dock, you would want to start to reel some of that back in, and I guess it looks like we're going to try and do that now, but I mean, this boat basically is at the mercy of the conditions right this second. I mean, he can only pull this in so far with that much line out. Usually when you start getting closer to the dock at that point in time, you're going to want to tighten this line in and try and be closer to the tow vehicle, or maybe even have the tow vehicle come beside you to try and help maneuver into the dock. But it'll be interesting to see how they pull this one in with that much line out. And our captain appears to have it, and it looks like we're drifting toward the dock. He gives one little tug there, but he's getting off board. He didn't grab a line. What? So this is the end result of this. I mean, our captain dove off the boat, but didn't grab any lines to secure the boat. Now, they still do have the line that's attached to the jet ski, so I'm assuming they'll be able to get this out, but I mean, basically, we have drifted into the trees over here. The family does not look thrilled that they've just been abandoned and left to go into the trees, but it is what it is. But our cap's going to pull them back out, and our tow ski, or Good Samaritan vessel here, is going to go ahead and leave, it appears. So I'm assuming he wasn't with these guys, but cap's going to get this pulled back in. But that was just an interesting one. When I saw him jump off without any lines, I kind of knew where they were heading, and it was into the trees. So our crew's coming in, but our captain's been a little frisky with the throttle. He's kind of been all over the place as he's been trying to figure out which ramp he was going to go to. But it looks like they finally decided on one, and we're going to go ahead and make a final approach. I mean, at least they've got some lines out. It looks like he's got some help. And we're making our turn. We've got our assistant getting up on the rail. Oh, and we're going to speed check her right back off the rail. That's always a fun one. When somebody gets up on those rails, that's one of the last things you want to do is start being handsy with the throttle, but our cap's been handsy with it the whole way through. And here we go. Yeah, we know he's got to come in hot. He's been so handsy with the throttle, it's going to have to happen. And yep, he's coming in a little hot. At least we got a couple people on the dock. Everybody's going to reach a hand in to kind of slow this one down and get them under control, and they're going to make it in safely. But this could be a fun one to watch these guys load the trailer. I always find it interesting when we watch these guys when they've got the bow rail like this. I mean, it's just such a step hazard, and then we always see people doing the same thing. They're stepping over it to get onto the dock. Our guy's at least 50% over basically right here. Oh, see, yep, he's stuck. Oh, and they're going to pull it back in. He's going to have to hop over, but I'm always waiting now. We still have not caught that clip yet where somebody's tripped up and fell in off of that bow rail, but I mean, we're going to see that at one of these days. I'm already prepped for that one. It's just, it's a little dangerous around the dock. These guys are struggling to get in, but we got our man here at the end who's going to do the grab for the pole and pull us in to finish it off. Well, our crew here is just patiently waiting for their turn and their shot at the dock. We're starting to see some movement, but in the wrong direction, so I'm assuming we're about to get this one going, though. Our cap's going to come in and start to make his final approach. It's funny when we're sitting here watching these guys out in the water, you can kind of tell who's a little nervous, and this captain, as a couple vessels passed him as he was waiting, you can tell he's probably a little bit nervous over here. And nothing wrong with that. We all have to begin somewhere, and our captain probably just is maybe a little newer at this than some other ones, but and here we are, the same deal. You can kind of tell with the way he's holding the throttles that he's a little nervous about this approach. We do have a nice wind today, and there is a little bit of a current. We've seen it pulling the boats. And here where he's setting up, it should be pulling him into the number 4 dock. And he's going to come on in. And we've got that bow rail up front again. Oh! A little frisky on the throttle. I have to do a speed check, but we've kind of missed. So now he's missed at the bow. Our guy's off the bow, but the current's pulling him into that number 4. And of course he's got the anchor up front, and yeah, they've kind of missed the dock. I mean, it's not a terrible miss. He's got somebody on the dock that can help him. Cap really should give him a little help here, though, hopefully. Maybe a little bump in the forward gear. And we're getting close to this other boat. You can tell the lady back here is a little nervous. But Cap's going to leave the helm and just get off and try and walk this one back. But man, we are close to this other boat back here. I mean, it's tough to see from this angle we're sitting at, but I mean, they are basically on top of this boat. It almost looks like they're rubbing, but I just can't tell. And I gotta imagine if they were, somebody on the other boat would say something, but and they're starting to get it pulled off. It took a few minutes for them to figure this one out. The easy one here, I still think, would have been for Captain to stay there and possibly just hit a bump of that forward gear. And that would have really probably helped his friend get this around. But these guys have got it straightened out. We're in the right spot now. And I've spoken too soon. These guys are not in the right spot. There's a couple jet skis in front of them, and those guys are taking their sweet time. And this crew's decided they're not going to wait, and we're going to try and shift back over to the other ramp here. But once again, you can tell he's got the anchor hanging out front, so they're having a little difficulty pushing this one around. We're putting somebody back on the boat, which I'm not sure why we're doing that. He's going to push it out. Oh, we're going to hit that sign. And he's finally got it around, and you can tell this anchor's seen better days. Look at all the junk just hanging off the top of it. But it looks like we're going to get it over here to the other side, to the other slip, and where they'll have a free shot at trying to get this boat out of here. But with no line on the rear, I'm curious to see how far out this rear is going to slide. Well, he's holding it at the mid-cleat now, so he should be able to carry this in. They should be able to finish this one off, and I'll tell you what, I think we're going to go ahead and finish this one off here as well. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, be sure to check out our other channels. We have Wavy Boats, who gets us a bunch of great images over there at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, we do some great comedy boating videos over there as well. And of course, we have Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet in Miami, Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.